organization CORR since the very beginning, ladies and gentlemen. This man has worked hard, he's worked tirelessly. He serves as a city councilor in Taunton, Massachusetts. John McCall, if you'd come up with us, John, he is the #1 vote getter up in Taunton, Massachusetts, and he has never once backed down from being a proud member of CORR. Come on up, John. God bless you.
Hey, how's the Patriots doing? Not the game. How you guys doing? I can't hear you guys. All right. You enjoying your freedom today? I can't hear you guys. Come on. The reason I'm asking if you enjoy your freedom, if we all don't stand up, we could lose it. Do you agree? So what I'm trying to ask you, that we all need to make our voices heard. If we want to get our voices heard, we got to hear from here to Washington. Even further to Washington State, we got to let people know that we want to protect our freedom. And it's here, I'm looking all around here. Do we see anyone with a mask on? There's no mask on out here. Except Joe Biden, the fool in the pool. Is that I love my freedom, I stand up for my freedom. I also was a veteran myself, and I thank each and every veteran in here today. Please raise your hand. Let's hear it for our veterans. They protected our freedom. They protected our freedom. But now we need to protect our freedom. And the way we protect our freedom is say enough is enough. Have you guys had enough? I can't hear you guys. Come on. Enough is enough, you're right, absolutely, enough is enough. And being on the city council, I served 10 years, you know what really, I gotta share a story that's gonna make you laugh. This is gonna really make you laugh how stupid some people are. I have a fellow councilman. He had a meeting, he wanted to talk about COVID and how it relates to racism. I'm like, what? So anyways, I wanted to sit down and listen to the meeting. I went to my desk and I looked at my phone and I said, geez, my boss is calling me. Why is he calling me? So I stepped out of the room, take the phone call, I came back, I missed the meeting. But you know what was interesting? I had a person in the press call me and says, John, he goes, I heard you stepped out of the meeting because you were racist. Wow. Taking a phone call, you're gonna call me racist? And then I had people that came from CORR, said, John, we're there with you, we're gonna back you. They came the next week during public input and says, you know, John McCall is not racist. And I can't thank each and every of those patriots that came out and supported to make sure that these other councilors knew that I wasn't. That's the problem. When you disagree with someone, you're a racist. Don't you guys agree with that? You know, it's sad. It's sad. Because before you used to have a disagreement, we shake hands, you're part as friends. Now you can't even part as friends. It's sad. So what I would like to say is that, oh, there's that fool of the pool again. What's the matter with him? All right. Well, I just wanted to say is that I really love America. We all love America. We all need to stand up for our country. Because if we do not stand for our country, we're going to fall in the hands of a socialist government. I don't want to see that done. I'm going to work as hard as I can at the local level, but we also need to bring it to the state level. Then we need to bring it to the federal government and say enough is enough. And then when it's time to vote for those people that are making you hold your freedoms back. And if you believe as I do and you love America, we need to stand up. And do you guys all agree? Yeah. All right. Let's hear it one more time. Yes. And today in church, we heard our pastor say freedom. And he asked you to say it back, freedom. So freedom, 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 freedom. So let's protect our freedom. God bless everyone, and let's make it work and show that we mean business. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for John McCall. He comes down and says the Pledge of Allegiance at the CORR. and sign up as a member so that we can get the information out to you. Sign up for CORR, buy a shirt, join our team because we are working with lots of other teams in this area. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to bring up another guest, a special group of people. They have a table right here, Super Happy Fun America. Let's hear it for those folks. Come on up, John, don't be shy. These folks are out there doing it all the time. They work hard, they work tirelessly to lead conservatives and make people know that we are not going to be pushed around. Super Happy Fun is out there doing it all the time, and we are tied to the hip with this group. So please welcome our brothers and sisters from Super Happy Fun, John Hugo, Mark, and Susan.
My name is John Hugo. I'm the president of Super Happy Fun America. We are a right-of-center civil rights group focusing on the American Constitution, pushing back against cultural Marxism and the gender madness movement which has infected our schools. You know, we don't care what you do in your bedroom, but we don't want the bedroom in kindergarten, and we're standing up against this ridiculous curriculum that's polluting our small children's minds, and we won't have it. We're tired of revisionist history, anti-American revisionist history, and we need to call out our enemies. Our enemies include the teachers' unions, who are completely corrupt. The monolithically leftist corporate media, which is pushing propaganda, garbage 24/7. Every single time they get in trouble, they pivot back to panic porn on COVID. All the time. That's what they're pushing to distract us. Well, we won't have it. We're fighting back. Now, citizens organized for the restoration of rights, the finest group I've ever seen, patriotic individuals, they came and bailed us out. They came to our Founding Fathers Festival on July 26th, and they did security for us, and they kept out those communists that were trying to get in there. They threw spikes on the ground. The woke police chief threatened the Rod and Gun Club with losing their liquor license, and all these patriots in the club and CORR, they stood tall, and we stood proud, and we had an awesome event. Thank you, CORR. David Steinhardt is a legitimate, true blue American and a great leader. Cannot lose. Remember, we are the oppressed majority, but we are the majority, and we're starting to make our voices heard. This nonsense that's coming out of Boston, out of Washington, my God, I can't believe this guy is president. Now, to be honest, I came here for the bouncy house. But when I saw the dunk tank, I said, oh, this is cool. This is wonderful. These two individuals right here, I like to call the heroes of January 6th. A lot of lies being told, a lot of garbage happening. These two have lost jobs. They've had their credit cards canceled, even though they have perfect credit. They've had Antifa show up at their homes and put posters outside saying they're terrorists. Sue had pro-police signs, because we do back the blue, on her front lawn. They came in the middle of the night, these cowards took them down and put BLM signs on her front lawn. So this is the type of tactics they use because they're cowards. Well, we stand tall, we stand proud, we walk with our American flags, we walk with our pro-police flags, and today we're walking with our CORR flags. Tremendous honor for us to be here today, and like I said, we're joined at the hip with CORR. We're going to work together to meet mutual ends, because like I said, with patriots like this, we cannot lose. With that, I'd like to introduce my partner in crime, Captain Mark Sahady, who served in Afghanistan. He's going to say a few words right now, Mark.
I'd like John said, I am Mark Sahady, and I am the vice president of an organization called Super Happy Fun America. I am also being prosecuted along with Sue for peacefully protesting in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. Now, let me tell you how I got involved in activism. So I just showed up as a participant at a free speech rally in Boston. I think some of you might have remembered that 4 years ago. They had thousands or perhaps tens of thousands of communists come and shut that down. Now, as John said, I'm an Army veteran. When we raised our right hand, we were there to defend American values. And what's more of an American value than free speech? But instead of letting us have this free speech rally, which I was just there as a participant, the city allowed thousands of communists to block the entrances. You might have seen it on Fox News. Elderly women were attacked just carrying an American flag. And the city mayor, Mayor Marty Walsh, he instructed the police officers to make the event impossible to take place. They wouldn't let people in, they prevented the media from letting in, and then they ginned up a bunch of people to come out and hate the rally by mislabeling people white supremacists, which we all know is a bunch of bullshit. So after that rally, I decided that I would personally get involved because a lot of people were afraid, and I said, all right, I will do the next rally. And we came up with an organization called Resist Marxism. The reason why we called it that is because we know that Marxists are the driving force in shutting down patriots from coming out and publicly displaying their fervor from America. That's right. Over the years, we had many rallies that were quite successful, and we showed these people that we're not going to be afraid to come out in the streets and demonstrate. And that's exactly what we've done. Then I met John Hugo a few years ago, and we started talking, and we had a lot of the same goals, so we decided we were going to form an organization named Super Happy Fun America. Everyone loves us. Yeah, that's right. So at that time, there was a group called Camp Constitution, and they were petitioning the city of Boston. They wanted just to fly a Christian flag on the Boston flagpoles. How dare they? Guess what? Denied. But you know what's not denied? They have the flags of communist countries like China and Vietnam up there. They don't mind flying the LGBT flag up there, so we said, let's fly the straight flag. There you go. To deny that would be discrimination, but guess what? They discriminated. So at that point we said, you know, the best way to petition for a straight community in this state is to have a straight pride parade, and that's exactly what we did. And when the mayor tried to shut that down, we filed a discrimination complaint against the city, and guess what? The city relented. They didn't want to get a lawsuit. It was a win-win situation. They either let us have the parade, or we take you to court and you pay us not to have the parade. So we had the parade, and the mayor went on the media and they said, oh, no one's going to show up to this parade. And they put my picture on The View. I had people calling me, dude, I just saw you on The View. What's going on? You're doing the straight pride parade? People I hadn't heard from in years. And this went all around the globe. We had people come from Japan, from Germany, from Great Britain, from all over the world to see our parade. Instead of 10 people showing up, we had hundreds of people show up in Boston. And we drove that Trump bridge right down the middle of Boston, and the commies went crazy. And it was a great time. So we'll be doing that again. But for actually deciding that I want to love America and going out in the streets, unfortunately the FBI took an interest in me for only exercising my legal right and my First Amendment rights. Over the years, we noticed that they would show up in the background to our rally. You know, who are these guys showing up? And then all of a sudden, I was getting calls from people saying, you know, the FBI came to my house. They were asking me if you're a white supremacist. To me, that's an intimidation tactic. And I'm actually an Arab American, so I don't make a great white supremacist. As you can see, I know Sam up here, and our group is quite diverse, but it doesn't stop them from lying. So the FBI, they went around to a lot of people I know and tried to tarnish my reputation. And then they actually wanted to interview me, and of course we weren't going to do that. We all know that's entrapment. But, you know, the FBI, they're not really interested in what Hillary Clinton does with her servers and leech splitting or thumb drives. They have no interest in the Biden crime family soliciting bribes from China and Ukraine. Nothing going on. What about Antifa and BLM? A whole year last year, burning down our cities. Yep. Destroying property, about 40 people killed in those riots. The FBI doesn't care. But you know what they do care about? They care about if you're a conservative and you come out and express your First Amendment rights. So all of a sudden, after January 6th, And Sue can explain what happened to her. It's actually quite frightening. 6:30 in the morning, they busted through my door, you know, about 10 agents, and I saw them all walking in my house, and I'm like, yep, I know that guy, I know that guy, I know that guy, same guys that have been following us for years. And they finally got their chance to arrest me, and that's exactly what they did. And they held me in the Rhode Island State Prison for 3 days as they meticulously searched my house. And when they search your house, they're there for hours, and honestly, they're not very careful with things. But they did take computers, thumb drives, and they took straight pride flags, so maybe the FBI's are fans, I don't know. But they took those. And so that's a situation where we are now, where we are trying to oppose, and we want integrity in our elections. And that's not allowed in this country. But I'll tell you what we're doing. We are forming a united front, as John said, especially with CORR. You guys are great. Thank you so much for all you do. But we are the refounding fathers of the nation, and we are forming a grand coalition, and I hope you will join us. Join one group, join many groups. If you don't like what a group is doing, start your own group. But make sure we're all working together, because if we're united, we're going to take back our nation. That's right! Right, and it's only a matter of time. We will defeat these communists, and America will remain free. Thank you very much. Next, I'd like to introduce Sue Ianni. She's our operations director.
Thank you, fellow patriots. American patriots. In the tradition of the American founders. That's right. Okay, before I get into January 6th, I have 4 words. Trump won, Biden cheated. Who's the real president? Yeah, that's right. And that's why we went down to Washington, not once, 3 times. 2 times. The last, it was November 14th, a bunch of us took cars, then we took buses, down 2 buses on the 12th, and then 11 buses in total, 11, 550 patriots from the New England area on the 6th to peacefully protest a stolen election. Stop the steal. March to Save America was January 6th. So we answered the call and went down. For that, we are facing jail time, high fines, and it's not just people, I won't mention any names, who went in the building. It's others who are being tortured, losing security clearances, getting jobs, just for being seen on our buses. One of our directors, in fact, our director of security here, Eamon O'Connell, he's amazing, he's from Rhode Island. They are torturing veterans. They are torturing reservists and active duty who showed up there. They are torturing cops who went down there. Why is that? Because they're trained and they want to tamp them down first. They don't want them to be rising up. Especially when they try to take our guns, and they have a lot of the guns and know how to use them and can train us. So anyway, they made us feel comfortable going down 3 times, twice before, and marching onto the Capitol, and we mill around all over the Capitol lawn and steps on November 14th and December 12th, and they did nothing. It was like a big outdoor concert, kind of like Woodstock with clothes. It was a lot of fun, it was great, and it was peaceful. Then on January 6th, people are doing the same thing. They start throwing flashbangs and striking people with rubber bullets. And granted, a few people said, we're going in. I'm not sure which happened first, but I do believe it was a setup. However, I would never take back what we did because Congress needed a message. We heard that Mike Pence, who is backing the congressmen, or senators rather, who were going to vote against the the fraudulent ballots, suddenly he drops out at the last minute.
Got paid off.
And then the crowd, perfect timing, because everybody's around the Capitol. The word gets out, everybody goes nuts. Pence is a traitor. F Mike Pence. That's when things started to heat up. So that's why I'm thinking a lot of this was choreographed, which many of you agree. But do never say that we shouldn't have gone, because imagine if we did nothing.
Right.
Imagine. We made a statement. Yeah, we're being punished for it, but that was a statement that needed to be made. Whose house? Our house. And a lot of those people milling around those entrances and what they did after, I will not say. We're singing God Bless America. The Star Spangled Banner. Also, the Twisted Sister, I think, we ain't gonna take it. You know, that was good too. I saw a veteran, disabled vet walking in with 2 prosthetic legs and a prosthetic arm, and they're calling people like that, people like us, people like Mark, who served in the most dangerous area of Afghanistan. They're calling us traitors to our country. We love our country. Love our country. And we will fight and continue to fight for our country. We've been very peaceful, and they hate that, and they've been vilifying us for us. And I just wanted to, I always do this, shout out to the undercover FBI agents who are here milling about us, because we all know you're here. Enjoy the show, the car show, the burgers. They probably love this duty, because they came to our last barbecue. They probably like, oh yeah, I'll go. They're having a rally, I'll go. Because they probably have a great time. But yeah, never let somebody who calls an event a false flag talk you out of going to a patriotic event, because that is working for the left, and that's how the left shuts us down. If you're just protesting, you're doing nothing illegal. Never let someone say, oh, it could be a setup. You know, these people think they're so smart. They are benefiting the left when they discourage events. So we're not going to do that. Last thing I'll describe what happened to us on January 6th. All those buses that went down, the FBI and the DOJ accused us of planning those buses to commit insurrection on the U.S. government. We had people in walkers. No one was armed. If there was an insurrection, we'd still be there. People like us, you know we would. All you, too. Hardcore patriots. And I want to thank CORR for what they do. They should be very proud of their organization. This is amazing. And thank you for your support of us, too. And they provide security. They provide security on our events, too. All right? But we all went down there, and when they took Mark's computer, they got the entire database of people's names, and people were worried about that, but you know, that's their goal, is to find conservatives, and they'll find you. They will, and just say, so what? You know. But they offered me a plea deal that said, plead guilty to one of your charges, and then you're going to sit down with us, and we're going to do a little Flynn catching a lie type thing, and also you're going to turn over all your social media, including the encrypted stuff. They wanted to run a dragnet through my social media to pick up more names. Shame on them, and shame on you, FBI, if you're still here. If you are, I know you're here. And finally, the last thing I'd like to say is shame on the media. They are destroying our lives. John lost his job. John lost 2 jobs. Mark lost his job. I can't find you. I couldn't find an apartment because people Google me and all they see is this woman in handcuffs. Okay? This is done intentionally, and they're calling us white supremacists. No one will touch us. They are afraid. We have no job prospects. It is hard for us to, they want us to be homeless. They are canceling our accounts. They us so we can conduct normal commerce, which is a constitutional right. Okay, so that's pretty much what I want to say. When did the media first sell out? When did you journalists? I don't even see anybody here, which is a shame. When did they first sell out and decide not to be journalists anymore? But they are destroying innocent lives with impunity. And you know what? What goes around comes around. So all these people who stand out and think they're safe, not you at all. But we know who they are. It's eventually going to hit them, because it always does. The Democrat Party, the Democrat Socialist Party, they're a steamroller. And they will keep crushing. All right, that's all I have to say. Right now, I'd like to